You know, it's kind of like the summer cabin. What do you think? Yes, you guys are so curious, aren't you? Mark and Tara here, and welcome to the 10 Acre Woods. Beautiful day. It's been hot, so it went right from basically winter all the way to summer. Really hot. Everything is blooming. Tara's happy.
Choke cherries.
And it is, yeah, the leaves have just exploded. So everything's green now, and we're right into summer. Yeah, summer snow, which is all the fluffies from the trees. So yesterday it was just, yeah, it looked like it was snowing. Yeah. It was all over.
Smell that tree.
Yeah,
oh.
And we have, yes, we have our ornamental crab, is it?
Thunderchild.
Thunderchild.
Ornamental crab.
So look at the bees. The bees are all... Oh, you can... Yeah.
We hear them humming.
Yeah. There's a hum. Wow.
Right.
Yeah, stay away from that tree, Tara.
Yeah.
She does not like bees. All right, so we're gonna go out and do some feeding. Oh, a little update on the birdhouse. So I don't think we've had anybody move in yet. I did put a little camera up there on a little platform. So I'm testing out another Reolink camera that they sent me. And this one's quite versatile. So I think the video is gonna release June 10th, I think it is. So you can learn more about that. It's just a camera you can put virtually anywhere, even at your birdhouse up 12 feet in the air. So we did have, it looks like a house sparrow we had that came by and had a look inside and checked things out. And at one point went to like each one and kind of looked in, and it's like, oh, what am I doing? But house sparrows, I think, are pretty much done. They've settled into their nesting areas. So at one point this morning, the bird landed right on top of the camera, and you can see the tail sticking down there. So that'll be interesting to see what more footage, if any, I get of that. The other camera I'm actually testing is the Omvi. There, it just turns around to have a look at me. So it is quite the camera. It's got 3 lenses, and then it's got another pan and tilt. So basically I can see everything in this whole area, and it's a Sentinel camera. So that one there will be, I think June 1st, I'm going to release the video on that one. So one of my favorites as of yet. So I think Tara, I lost Tara. I think she went over, yeah, look at this. The fluffies. Okay, yeah, there she is. Oh, peacock. Oh, boy. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Take the troublemaker out, Levi. There you go. Oh, you do. Oh, well, she's coming. There we go. She heard you. Don't forget me. Yeah, so if you haven't seen previous videos and you're new, well, welcome. And what we're doing is we're moving the ponies out there because the dwarf ponies, there's a little bit of a conflict around food. So Shorty here is, he's getting old, I guess. His arthritis, I guess it is. You can see how he's walking. He's just stiff.
Hi.
Yeah.
Almost fluffies.
Yeah. Lots of fluffies around. And then we have JD. So we've got her in here. Just a little bit of special care for the ponies, just to make sure that everybody's getting what they need. Okay, changes inside the barn. So Tara went and cleaned a bunch of things out. Everything's all nice and clean. We did put, if you saw the short, we did put Nana and the kids out. So this is all clear, and this is clear for sheep shearing, which is Wednesday, is it?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh, there's 6 newbies in the back there.
Oh, okay. So Thursday is sheep shearing. I've got Reolink cameras everywhere. I got this one here that I might even raise it up a little bit, just because this is where the shearing is going to happen. It's going to happen during the day when I'm at work. So I want to get a little bit of footage of that. So these are newbies that came in last night, wasn't it?
No, these are, they're from here 3 days. They're
What?
from a senior's home that hatched them out.
Oh, okay. A senior's home that hatched them out. Okay.
Yeah, they
And
love
there's-
hatching them out, but then they can't take them afterwards.
They can't
so-
keep them, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so there's 6 I'm counting. 7.
7.
7. Okay. Good morning. Looks like you guys have food. You've got water. That's great. Okay. And they've got water. They've got plenty of food here. Great. Oh, what are we doing with those eggs I see? Are we collecting?
Yeah, but not.
We'll collect later. Okay. Yeah. Who's that? Turbo? Yeah, of course. What are you,
I was checking for an egg because they step on it.
Oh. Okay. There's a nest here that the geese have been laying eggs. Good morning, Charlie. Yep. Good morning. Good morning.
Gwen and his girlfriend.
Okay, so Glenn. We'll get to Glenn in a minute. Lots of fresh veggies, fruit and veggies. Well, that shut him up pretty quick. Well, maybe not a couple of the geese. Okay, so getting to the Canada geese. So this is Gwen. So Gwen was shot by a hunter. I want to say 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. It was not during hunting season. It might have been just some kids playing around. Hard to tell. But you can see her left wing is drooping. So she's got no use of that left wing. So she just hangs out here on the farm. And she's wild. We don't harbor geese. So she can do what she likes. She can go off. But she had a partner at around the same time. And so it was Gwen. Gwen and Glenn was his name. Now Glenn left us for another girl, or left Gwen for another girl. And we think this is Glenn here. So he's actually quite friendly. Tiana last night, went out and she was like 6 feet away from him. So you can usually tell the males from the females. The males are just more alert. They have a longer neck, a thicker neck. And we've got a female there, which is the farther one out. So that's pretty exciting. So Tara and Tiana are both certain that that is Glenn.
So what's new this week? Turtle's back?
Oh yeah, you did take a picture. Tara posted a picture on our Facebook page of a turtle. And I thought it was looking back over the years. I thought it was like,
No,
oh,
that
this
was,
day 5 years ago.
Nope.
Because it's kind of the same kind of picture where it's on a log.
Right, it's the same log.
Yeah, yeah. Is it that log over there?
Same log.
Yeah. So, yeah, we get
We'll
lots
add
of
water to the
activity.
pond.
Well, yeah, and we can do that. So we haven't gotten any rain in a little while. And usually we look at the rocks. I think it's, well, there's a couple rocks in here. I think when this rock starts to show, we definitely need to get water in. And I think that rock that's sticking out there is the the high point. So this is the high level rock, and this is the low level rock. So it's between them, but yeah.
Just overflow so the pigs have a cool muddy spot.
It can, yeah, and it can take a little bit more. You can actually see on the edge where the water line is slightly where it was, a little higher.
Yeah.
And how do we do that, Tara?
We plug in the pump and pump
We
it
plug in our pump. So we had this lined, what was it, 2017? I think so. It wasn't previously lined, and we had a company called Titan Environmental. Oh, is there a turtle? Oh, on the edge. Oh, up on the edge.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's got a head in the air. So we had
That's a different one. The other one was bigger.
we had Titan Environmental come out and donate all of this liner. We just had to pay for materials and his fuel cost. Yeah. Yeah, go for it. Okay, he might not go.
You might understand that.
So part of it was installing a shallow well, which is in here. So I built a lighthouse over it. So this lighthouse isn't just here for any reason. It's actually covering the well, and there's a little well pump. Yeah. Oh, there he goes. He's out. Okay, Tara had some issues and it wasn't coming on, so I just got in there and lifted it up and reset the float valve, and now you can see the water's coming out there. And it's just pumping from the well, which is right there, through the hose. And it's just a, what do you call it? Just a little sump pump, a cheap sump pump type, pump. Okay, so when Tara was in here, she was like, oh boy, what do we got? So let's look in here. And look at this, eggs. Lots of eggs. 21 you counted? So it looks like Muscovy, right? Yeah. So a perfect little nest because they can get in right off the water and right along the edge. And it's a perfect little house in here, all protected. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on those eggs. It's not the first time.
No.
We've found nests in there before. So that is, yeah, that's interesting. Good morning, Nana. Okay, so this is something that is new. There was a short that we put out after we put out the kids. Hi, Moo. Yes, you've been outside since last Sunday, right? What do you think? What is that? So we have Moo and we have Panda. There's Panda. And Penguin, which is out by her mama. So they have been spending, lots of time outside. So everybody else at night goes into the building. But our little family here goes into the little outbuilding. So we call this Sheldon's building. This I pointed this out before. We really have to fix this. The special pen, E special N. So it's a nice little place out here, and they get in there and they cuddle. You know, it's kind of like the summer cabin. What do you think? Yes, you guys are so curious, aren't you? Yeah. Hi, Panda. Penguin. So Penguin's the girl, and she is very active. She jumps up on the top here and runs around, jumps off. Like, that's quite the height compared to their body size. And then the boys, so Moo and Penguin are the two that like to play together, aren't you? Yes, so you guys are really enjoying it out. And we did talk about them going off to another farm. So the people that Tara was talking about in a previous video, she has talked to them about it, and they are very excited to get this little family, because it's the perfect little family for somebody that is starting out. moving out to the country or living in the country but not having animals, and building some pens, some areas for the goats and animals to be. And it's a perfect little starter family, I guess you could say. All right, so that is the farmyard. There's a lot of stuff that we need to get done. Now that the weather has kind of turned, it's nicer out. Of course, Tara's got to fix that structure over there, which I see that there is a goat already up, just relaxing on top of it right now. Then we have a new piece of equipment that we got for our tractor. So last year we got a wood chipper, and that wood chipper has been great. So we've got lots of trees here, and over the past 20 some odd years, when we cut down, especially when we were clearing, because this was all trees, we just piled them in piles. So now we're going through with the wood chipper and we're chipping them all. We're using the chips for bedding inside, and has been working great. We just had to do a little bit of tweaks and not add hay to those wood chips, because that was the downfall. Just wood chips, it dries very easily. Their manure dries really easily, and the hay was just kind of keeping it in. So we got another piece of equipment, because when we cut down trees, we're left with stumps all over. So we got a stump grinder from Woodland Mills. So Woodland Mills is a company in southern Ontario. So I'm going to go and hook up that stump grinder to the Kubota tractor. We're going to start playing around with that. Tara has a new chainsaw she wants to try out. I have to do the water. I've talked about this in previous videos. The automatic float valve for the waters. We've taken the heaters out of the waters, but we need to get the float valve in. So that is something that I'm going to have to do as well. So I just let the other horses out, cleaned up the bowls and everything, and I am going to start on the water, and we'll get the automatic waters. What is going on? What is going on? Yes! Oh, Tara. She'll scream out from time to time.
I'm so excited.
What's happening?
My Catalpa trees made it.
Okay. Oh, this one here.
Yes. And which means, oh my God, come. I was playing with this every day, going, oh my God, it's not making it, it's dried. These are cigar trees.
So, oh, you got another one. So, Tara, about, I guess, what was it, 8 years ago?
8 years ago?
She has a friend. She has a tree friend.
What? No, Jerry and I were going free weekend in the city. Drove by this place with the most beautiful tree in their front yard. Big, long seed pods. And I just fell in love with it. So we knocked on the door and asked if I could take some seeds. And they were very, oh, that one made it. Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
look how tiny it is. Oh my God. So they are huge, beautiful,
So that one.
white flowering. And then they get this cigar, like seed pod, like big, look, Google cigar tree, tropical.
Well, I'll throw up some pictures.
This is where I want the entrance, another entrance to the orchard.
Okay.
And so, anyways, I tried for 4 years to grow these seeds. They'd grow and they'd die. Grow and die. And then so I gave some to Braden. I gave some to about 10 people that I knew that grew stuff. And I'm like, give it a go, because I can't get them to get past this point. And not one of them could get it done. They just grew and then they'd die. And then one of the guys, a real tree fanatic. He took them. Sorry, Tara, I can't get them to grow. So he threw some seeds outside, a few different places at his place, because I had thousands of seeds. And he called me last year, and he says, Tara, you wouldn't believe what I got. He said he was cleaning up because he's moving, right? And he's cleaning up, and lo and behold, behind one of the buildings, these guys were like this tall. So we're like, we had no idea if they were going to make it or not. And we're like, that worth a try because he's moving.
Yeah.
I want the trees. I mean, I'm pretty sure the person that's going to move in there is going to.
So he dug them up.
Well, I went there and we dug them up.
Okay.
And all of them made it.
Excellent.
I am so happy.
So updates on the Catalpa tree.
Oh my God.
Which is just at the beginning or entrance to our orchard. So I showed you this last year. You can see all of the stumps sticking up. We'll probably have to chainsaw some of them a little smaller, but we need to grind those. And here, well, here's a pile here of the chipper. So this was, you got little greens growing on it because this was late last year. So this is, and there's another pile over there. So we've got some people that have come out and have cleared some trees.
Actually, those are maple seeds.
Are they maple seeds?
They're maple seeds.
And this is going to be the orchard area. Tara can't really come in here very easily and use the mower because she can, but she has to do a little slalom. So we want to get those down. We want to mark these rocks.
Well, rocks I'm not worried about.
Any smaller ones we can get out.
Because there's no grass.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you don't want to hit the mower on a rock, so we'd have to. Yeah, we'd have to do that.
I'm pretty good at avoiding rocks.
So you can see the electric fence over there that we put up to cordon off this area to that area. So when the trees, it's giving them time to grow, which is going to take some time.
But
so eventually down the road, once the trees are big enough and the bases are protected, we can then open up the animals and actually put a gate over there so they can come in and they can do all the mowing for us.
Oh my God, Braden is going to be so excited too.
All right, there's the update. So it's now the next day. Yesterday was one of those days where you get out in the sun and you're doing all kinds of stuff outside. Then you get inside and, well, you're done. You're spent. So we just relaxed last evening. And the sun goes down so late now. So by the time you get in, it's like 8 o'clock at night. And you're like, wow, where did the time go? So we did put up the shade sail, I think that's what it is, here for the barbecue area. A few things that I'm going to get done today is, well, we're going to play around with the stump grinder, and we'll likely show you that in the next video. The other thing is we built this barbecue area a couple years ago, poured the concrete down here ourselves. One thing that I'm missing is cross bracing in here. So I can actually give this, and it actually has a little bit of a sway back and forth. So what I'm probably going to do is put 2x6 across here as bracing, and then one on each side of this one for bracing on that, and possibly another one there for bracing, and that should sturdy it up a little bit. So that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, following along. And again, thank you for everybody who's subscribed. I know there's a few of you out there that have been with us from almost the beginning. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. We enjoy this. We started this video, or I started it, because I've got family all over Canada. So what I had done is I had just done a little kind of farm updates for people in the east and people in the west, all my family across the country. And then some of you have started to watch and subscribe, and it was a couple weeks before I did a video, and then you're like, hey, are you gonna do another video? And I'm like, well, I guess so. Yeah, let's start vlogging. So June, which is right around the corner, like in tomorrow, will mark 11 years that I actually started the weekly vlogs, which is really insane. Like 11 years, I haven't missed a weekend. So I try to get videos out. Sometimes I do extra videos. Tara's been talking about doing gardening videos, so maybe we'll get her to do that. I even got her a camera a few years ago, but she's really excited about the Catalpa tree, of course, and her garden. And we ordered a freeze dryer. So that's coming in next Friday. So there's going to be a lot of excitement there. So if you're interested in freeze drying along with the gardening and how that's going to go, then that's something exciting to look forward to. Anyway, that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment down in the comments section. We love to hear from you, like always. And we hope to see you next time. Take care.